Of course, people say discipline and support, and you do need discipline and support whenever you're trying to lose weight, but you also need to know everything that you really need is in here. Once you believe that you have everything that you need and you implement certain things, then you can start to move forward in a practical, logical way. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Okay, on Monday, motivation. I'm going to give you some motivation on this Monday. If you have not looked at my previous video, okay, where I was just talking about my starting point, giving you a little bit of background on my journey, please do so. I'm going to link it right here, okay, so you can go look at that. It would give you a little bit of background and help you to understand a little bit more of what I'm going to be discussing in today's video. I generally just talked about my starting weight, my powerlifting history, you know, some general plans about what I want to do in this renewed leg of the journey, because I've been on my fitness journey for the better part of 7.5 years. All right, but today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, you know, my experience as a health coach. I've worked with doctors, nurses, physician assistants, like medical providers, and they have referred patients to me, and I've helped them not only on the actual mental health, like, you know, with depression and anxiety, but I've also helped them on the health coaching side. And just to give you a reference point, because I ain't got to sit up here and lie about anything, this is the book that I used to study for my certificate. I have been a certified health coach for almost 4.5 years, and I have worked with people freelancing, and I've also worked in a medical facility. And I can honestly say that it's very rewarding. Health coaching is not like a personal trainer. We are not nutritionists or dietitians. That's out of our scope of practice. But what we do is we look at the psychological and behavioral reasons why they've gained the weight that they've gained and how we can rectify that, okay? So the first thing that we're taught to teach people whenever we're working with them is for them to do a self-audit. You have to do a self-audit. Self-awareness is the key, okay? If you know that there are certain barriers or things that are going to be hindering your progress, it's so pertinent. You have to write them down. When you write down something, it makes it more real, okay? So if you have a stressful job that is eating up your time, no pun intended. If you have no time because you feel like you got to do everything for your kids, if you are a caregiver, if you don't have the money that you feel like you need, if you don't have the physical in-person support, write down all of those things. And what I do as a professional is I make a kind of an action plan on helping you to work around those things and creating spaces of opportunity for you to maximize on what you do have, okay? And I learned that, I mean, I already knew this based off what I was like taught school-wise, but when it applies to yourself personally, especially when you've gone through a lot, because 2019 has not been the kindest to me. I have gone through some significant life changes this year, but I've tried my best to not, at least to this point, you know, I'm trying to push past that, because the reality is we all have stuff going on, but we have to figure out how we can work around that now. If I'm being honest with you, it's very easy to use the things I previously stated as reasons why you're not either working out or making time to be more physically active, or why you're choosing to put certain foods in your mouth. Because let's just be real. Let's just be real. Food is amazing. Food is so good, okay? I love to eat, and I have mentioned this in previous videos. I can be an emotional eater. I used to claim that. I used to say I am an emotional eater. That's where I was messing up. Don't claim anything negative, okay? You're conditioning yourself to claim something negative, all right? And your body is going to subconsciously manifest that through your behavior and your actions. You have to figure out a way how you can turn anything negative or at least your outlook on the perceived negative things in your life into something that you can work around, or to turn them into things that can work for you. Okay, so the first thing I would tell anybody who is trying to start a weight loss journey is to build your self-awareness. All right, if you know that there are external factors that could be hindering your efforts, or if you know that there are personality characteristics on your own part that might be hindering you, you have to address those. Because while you can go full steam ahead and you might get some short-term progress, it's not going to last. Because if you don't deal with the foundational issues, it's going to come back. And I've dealt with it myself. You know, I have, over these last 7.5 years, I have gone like full steam ahead in the weight loss I guess journey, and I eventually gained the weight back because I didn't get positive coping skills, or I did not go in it with a proactive way of thinking. Okay, so if you don't have a plan, and when I say plan, I don't mean how many days a week you're going to work out, or the types of food you're going to eat. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your mental health. Okay, positive coping skills. All right, clearing your mind of negative energy. All right, because food is the most widely abused drug. All right, people like to think it's other things. No, it's the most accessible and widely used drug. It's when I get stressed out, it's one of the first things I reach for. Okay. I love food. And if you can be honest with yourself, be honest with yourself. Do you love food? Are you a foodie? Do you reach for food to comfort you when you've had a hard day at work, when someone is getting on your nerves, or not even just whenever you're sad or mad or depressed, even when you're happy? You know, do you like to celebrate with food? If that is the case, acknowledge it, accept it, and implement it in your plan. All right, if you like to utilize self-defeating behaviors to cope, I'm strongly recommending that you stop. I know that it's easier for some people to reel it back than others, and that is one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video today, because I do know that life is not easy. It can be very hard, but it's all about perception. All right, it's all about how you perceive things, because two people can get the same information, but depending on how they process it can determine their outcome. So what I'm encouraging you to do, if you are looking at this video and you have decided that you want to, either you're already starting the journey or you decided that you want to start it soon, look at your life. Okay, write down at least 2 to 3 things that you feel like will be a hindrance to you getting your life together as far as losing weight. Okay, or not even just losing weight, because it's not all about losing weight. All right, sometimes you just want to be healthier. Sometimes you just want to be able to walk down the street without about dying. Okay, sometimes you just want to be able to say no when somebody offers you. It's about control. Okay, taking back control of your life. Take back control of your life. You can do it. I had to really come and sit down with myself, by myself, this past week. And I think honestly, I posted a meme on my Instagram, and you know, I looked at it and I kept reading it back and reading it back and reading it back. And the more I read it, the deeper it just resonated with me. The reason that has been hindering me has been lack of consistency, because I have all the knowledge up here. I allow my feelings and my emotions sometimes to get the best of me. Once you get control of your emotions, you can do almost anything. All right, and when you realize that, the world is your oyster. And I'm not even trying to be corny or cheesy or cliche. I'm not. Get some alone time with yourself and just really sit down and think about everything you have going on in your life. You know, make a plan, write it down. Okay, once you've written your plan down, like I said, 2 to 3 things that could be barriers or could prevent you from reaching just goals. We're not even going to be specific in the goals in this video. We're just going to focus on just the overall picture. 2 to 3 things that are barriers, okay? Write them down. And then once you've meditated, all right, after you come out of that meditation, give yourself 2 to 3 things that you can do to counteract each of those things, all right? Now, when you've done that, look at your day-to-day life and see how you can apply those things. Hey, y'all, so please forgive the setup and the reflection of this ring light right here. I am doing the best I can. I'm a one-woman show. It will be better next time, okay? But just pay attention to the point. Now I'm going to run through 2 to 3 common excuses or scenarios as to why people say they can't either make it to the gym or they can't work out, or why they can't get it together as far as their eating regimen, including myself. I'm accountable, okay? So based on my demographics, the majority of people who are subscribed to this channel are women, ranging from the ages of 25 to 34, okay? And so I'm going to take the information I have from my channel and combine it with my experience of working with people, all right? So I'm going to try to get this in frame. All right, so the first excuse is kids, all right? The first excuse is kids. Kids. Excuse the shaky camera. So kids are a common reason why, people say they can't make it to the gym. And I say some ways to counteract that. I'm not even going to start off with wake up early or go to work out late, because that's not necessarily the most efficient thing for a lot of people. So I'm going to say YouTube, okay? YouTube, all right? YouTube is a common way that people who don't have time to work out, or they can't afford a gym, they can do very quick workouts in their home, and they can get it done, and they can involve the kids during the workout. Involve your kids, make it a little friendly competition between them. And that's also another way of you spending quality time with your children, okay? So, and then although I said I didn't want to say it, I'm going to. Waking up early. Wake early. Or work out late. All right, so those are I'm going to add this here, YouTube workout. Those are 4 things you can do to kind of counteract this barrier. And kids, I love kids, but they can be challenging when you're trying to fit in a new regimen for yourself, all right? So let's move on to the next excuse or scenario. Excuse the shaky camera, y'all. All right, so the next one is quality. You want to spend time with you want to spend time with your significant other, okay? Spend QT with boo, okay? You don't want exercise to impede that, okay? So what you can do is challenge your significant other to work out with you, okay? Make it a friendly competition between you and your significant other. You can also shop for healthy food together. Okay. You can meal prep together. All right. Those are 3 examples that I have off the top of my head. I'm sure there are more, but for the sake of time, we're going to move on to the last thing. And that is a stressful job. Okay. Stressful AF job, okay? And I have personally experienced this, and I have personally experienced weight gain as a result, okay? Or at least I use the job as a reason why I gained weight, okay? So one thing I did to kind of mitigate that weight gain is and this is not even just exercise, this is also trying to mitigate or prevent altogether emotional eating, is On your lunch break, walk on lunch break, okay? If there's a local park, walk, or you can even if you can make it to a local gym that's within a decent distance from your job and you feel like you can make it, work out at a gym. You can meal prep your meals. So, or meal prep your lunches so you won't be tempted to go and eat a less than healthier meal. You can also get an accountability partner, work out with coworker. All right. And you can make that a little friendly competition as well. So these are 4 things. And also, even though this isn't directly connected to fitness or working out or eating, it helps with my stress level. I pray before work. I meditate maybe on the lunch break or before work. These are all things you can do, okay, to try to give yourself good energy. All right, give yourself good energy so that you can do what you need to do, so that you will not allow a job or any other significant responsibility to impede your progress. All right, I'm gonna send y'all to the next clip. If this video has helped you in any kind of way, just let me know. Leave it in the comments, because that's the whole point of this series. Well, it's one of the major points. I made this series because I wanted something external to myself as a point of accountability. I also wanted anyone to just look at the series and take what they want, and then whatever they don't feel like is useful to them, to throw it to the side. Get your mental energy right. If you're wanting to lose weight, get your mental energy right first. Address any stressful issues or any stressful factors that could be deterring you from reaching any kind of fitness goals, whether it be weight loss, weight gain, strength gains, whatever, or just overall improved health. It doesn't matter. Address that first before you try to go on some crazy yo-yo diet, before you try to sit up here and starve yourself or work yourself all the way down to the bone. Address those first, okay? And if you enjoy this video, please hit the like button, okay? If you plan to utilize anything from this video to help launch your weight loss or fitness journey, leave me some feedback in the comments. And if you want any other type of, if you want me to make any other specific type of video regarding my weight loss journey or anything else, leave that in the comments as well. If this video has helped you, share the video, hit the notification bell. I do videos on Locs. I probably should have said this at the beginning. I do videos on Locs, but I also do videos on mental health, wellness, and personal development. So if you like any of those topics, join the family. And until the next time, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.